Why Toto Wolff is to blame for Lewis Hamilton's departure. In a shocking twist to the end of Mercedes' glory days, it was actually Toto Wolff who pushed Lewis Hamilton out, and it all goes back to one call he made that took the 7-time world champion to his breaking point. Let's find out more about it in today's video. The entire Formula One world was taken aback when Lewis Hamilton announced his move from Mercedes to Ferrari for the upcoming season. But it's been said that Toto Wolff might have seen this coming, given a big choice he made 3 years ago that has ruined team relationships. Many people didn't think Lewis Hamilton's last season at Mercedes would go the way it did, especially after the controversial result of the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which ended his chances of winning a record 8th title. Since then, Hamilton and Mercedes have had a hard time keeping up with Red Bull's fast cars. This has been a tough time in Hamilton's record-breaking career with the team. Max Verstappen has done well this season, which puts him in a good situation to win his 4th straight championship. This makes Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes even more frustrated. That's why this shift is so strange right now. In Formula One, the need to win is a big deal, and Lewis Hamilton has talked about how a team's attitude can change when they aren't in the running for the title. He highlights the crucial role of continuous improvement and keeping the team motivated, expressing his enjoyment of this ongoing challenge. That being said, Hamilton also hinted at a sense of frustration, indicating that his patience has its limits. "We exist to win, and when you're not winning, your perspective has to shift," he said. After that, it's all about following and getting better. It's about getting along. What can we do to make things better? How can we get back to where we want to be? And getting everyone together. That's something I really enjoy. But after 3 years, I'm done with it. Let's go back to where we belong. Together with Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton won 4 wins in 5 years, which is a lot of success. But during the years he drove with George Russell, Hamilton's chances of winning the title were dashed by Max Verstappen and Red Bull's dominance. Some people aren't sure if Hamilton is happy with the decision to replace Bottas, which could have affected his decision to leave Mercedes and start a new life at Ferrari. Since George Russell started working for Mercedes at the beginning of 2022, the drivers on the team have become less friendly with each other, which makes Hamilton unhappy. Both Mercedes drivers are now pushing each other to win, which has made the races very heated, especially in recent rounds like Japan, because he saw the competitive spirit coming. The 7-time world champion expressed a desire for Valtteri Bottas to remain in the team, believing it would maintain a better balance. But Russell's arrival from Williams seems to have created a rift between the drivers. Lewis Hamilton might not have been pleased with his first season alongside George Russell. In their first year together at Mercedes, Russell secured 4th place in the Drivers' Championship, while Hamilton ended up in 6th. Valtteri Bottas' more supportive role complemented Lewis Hamilton's assertive demeanor excellently, resulting in a strong partnership both on and off the track. What's more, the Finnish driver's consistent performance was notable, as he only finished outside the top 3 once during his 5-year tenure with the Silver Arrows. During the Hamilton-Bottas era at Mercedes, a distinct hierarchy was established, which has now been mirrored at Red Bull Racing with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. This hierarchy has proven beneficial for both Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, contributing to their respective successes on the track. At Mercedes, George Russell has been seen as more of an equal, and Toto Wolff sees him as the team's future. But this change in the way things work, which was meant to help Russell reach his full potential, has caused Mercedes to fall behind their rivals. The problems that happened with the team's success may have led Lewis Hamilton to decide to look for work elsewhere. Over 2 years have passed since George Russell took over for Valtteri Bottas, but there isn't much proof that this change has helped Lewis Hamilton. Because of this, Hamilton may now think that working with Charles Leclerc at Ferrari is his best chance of winning an 8th world title. But then again, maybe not. Charles Leclerc has been told that he should not let Ferrari name Lewis Hamilton as the team's main driver for the 2025 Formula One season. Carlos Sainz is leaving the team so that Lewis Hamilton can join it. But the rules in the Ferrari pit haven't been set in stone yet, since both Charles Leclerc and Hamilton are competing to be the best driver. Charles Leclerc is no longer a beginner in Formula One. He has learned a lot over the years. When people think about taking on a secondary part in a team, their performance often goes down. Next year, Leclerc should go into his job on the team with the goal of being better than Lewis Hamilton. He should do this to get the most out of his own performance and competition. Based on his recent success, Charles Leclerc does have a strong case for being Ferrari's lead driver next season. He has consistently outperformed his soon-to-be teammate in each of the 6 races this season, demonstrating his current superiority over Lewis Hamilton on the track. In Formula One, technical aspects play a role, but a driver's confidence in their ability is just as crucial. When new driving pairs are formed, there's often a period of camaraderie and mutual respect. Jenson Button outscored Lewis Hamilton during their time as McLaren teammates from 2010 to 2012. This period ended with Hamilton's move to Mercedes in 2013. On the Sky F1 podcast, Button suggested that Hamilton may not have been ready for a productive partnership with a driver like Charles Leclerc a few years ago. He said, "I think it would be a tough relationship if it were Lewis from 7 or 8 years ago, but now he seems so at ease with himself, and I don't think they'll have any problems being friends. Just like Carlos Sainz and Charles do now. Do I think they'll get along? Yes, I believe it. Charles could really make things hard for Lewis on that team if he wanted to. How it feels. You could say that's not sportsmanlike, but that's how races work." Nico Rosberg will also tell you that. It's about getting your team behind you. That makes you stronger and weakens your partner. But Lewis has been around for a long time and knows what's going on. I'm also really excited about that fight between friends. Button told Lewis Hamilton that he can't just focus on his own goals while he's trying to win an 8th title. Instead, he has to get used to a different way of driving at Ferrari, where the goals of the team are more important than the goals of any one driver. This perspective emphasizes the importance of teamwork and aligning with Ferrari's overall objectives for success. Obviously, they're working together. They're Ferrari. It's all about Ferrari. That's the one thing with Ferrari. In every other team, you can say the driver's out for himself, and the team, obviously. But in Ferrari, everyone works for Ferrari. It's all about Ferrari winning the world championships. It's definitely a different way of racing for someone like Lewis, who is such a star in this sport, and suddenly he's working for Ferrari to win the championship. So, will Lewis Hamilton find in Ferrari what he lost when Valtteri Bottas left Mercedes? Or will Charles Leclerc give him more of what George Russell has been giving him? Tell us in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.